the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Yo busia for we and man family in one ankasa for myself and do be back and kaminjin dida. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong nene lawyers and on my joining Kwame Bafo Abronye ama Sampson Lardy ayini 7 days. 7 days. And yes I do huno neni empe neni so enje. Na adintina oma joining yekasi oma joining Kwame Bafo Abronye Emma Sampson Lardy 7 days. Indra any a breaking story of Abronye DC Ekopimo Kumasi High Court after Sampson Lardy ayineni eka se Abronye ni pebia obetimi abani show no so. Emma Abronye reply na afid you say or the ne kwa Kumasi High Court for defamation. Ye wie sa editorial where ye de san komodie ne ebesoso. But yen call into the surprising turn of events lawyers associated with Honorable Kennedy Agyapong actual letter 10 a copy all media houses says Sampson Lardy ayineni omo man is 7 days for this action. Now omo say all retracted no apologization say Sampson Lardy ayineni on the news file show no so ophobia no what can you pay based on your opinion. No, I can't say ni pano, ni character, ni persona. No, I can't try no afanako. Na enona concerned lawyers of the New Patriotic Party omo demanding an immediate retraction and apology from Sampson Lardy yaneni Emma Nsem wasanso akwakoka afa Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Na Nsem okafa Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ni kwapo de emu dukrasin the Abronye reply no. Yebeko into the details. Later, Yebeka in natural. Now, according to the concerned lawyers, recent commentaries are Mr. Ayineni or Yeno across the boundaries for responsible journalism and for professional ethics in journalism across Africa. Atra. Now, a man is 7 days ultimatum. Concerned lawyers of MPP. Sunday, 18th May 2025. In drafting a breaking story of Abronye DC Ekopimo Kumasi High Court for 20 million defamation suit. Sampson Lardy so what file against him. Now after the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong lawyers also actual letter entity akoma Sampson Lardy ayineni I say or facing different fronts of battles. Now I say press statement by concerned MPP lawyers on the unethical and unprofessional conduct of Mr. Sampson Lardy ayineni, host of news file on Joy News, the same person, and they kind of was. I say, we the undersigned concerned MPP lawyers are compelled to speak out in defense of the integrity of the Ghanaian judiciary and in protection of the professional and personal reputation of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Now, in some of your kind earlier, no, you ever go into details, but Osha Sampson Lardy ayineni akan sama mane go even judges phone na ho fin. Say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong go PM court or two sika go judges for so no more case abano. That is the substance of Nsem okay. Our lawyers for no airborne no wa. Na yenko yitia mo ankasa bo say enye me na mebo misire mo na make asasa. I'm saying Mr. Sampson Lardy, host of Newsfile on Joy News and a lawyer in Ghana. Mr. Ayineni's recent commentaries on his program has, in our view, crossed the boundaries of responsible journalism and professional ethics. His statement conflates legal analysis with inflammatory rhetoric and reveal a troubling pattern of behavior that undermines confidence in Ghana's judiciary, while simultaneously launching unprovoked and slanderous attacks on the character of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Into your cancel go at the go Ghana judiciary hofia. Na Honorable Kennedy Agyapong so on can assemble bibia was also a kego no so say or bribe judges na a plutocracy and a democracy as I'm needing ni sikenti or we need cases to court. Now, Mr. Ayinene has persistently used his media platform to portray Honorable Kennedy Agyapong in a negative and prejudicial light. He has aired serious and often unfounded allegations against him without extending a fair opportunity for a response. This is a clear violation of the principles of fair and balanced journalism and an abuse of media responsibility. What show so we hosts are different views about so what be crap on for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Nay negative man quine busa na no natutu na no anasa the lawyers says asem ya okay e no kwa na asanya no kre. They want to work on it after Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. To mama 7 days. Now I say his use of phrases such as plutocratic politics and insinuation that Honorable Kennedy Agyapong has enriched himself through illicit means and influenced judicial outcomes through corrupt means are not only defamatory but are also not supported by judicial findings. These claims have either been dismissed in court or lack any evidentiary foundations. Say, Nsem-Pii courts bear of competent jurisdiction, judges bear and weigh evidence bear and share between the pros and cons. The all canina say no correct. That's one. Two, or say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong through corruptions na Agyapong for poor now they are amassing wealth for himself. Now when so any evidence bear, nipa so our cast answer money coin and money yin semano. A was waka will show no so news file and on our day. Now, I say such a conduct is wholly inconsistent with the ethical standards expected of a journalist, and more critically, a lawyer of Mr. Ayinene's standing by making unsubstantiated accusations on a public platform without offering the right of reply. Mr. Ayinene has fallen short of the standards required by both Ghana Journalists Association of Code of Ethics and Legal Profession Code of Conduct of rules. Equally, if not more troubling, is Mr. Ayinene's tendency to cast aspersions on the judiciary. His recent commentary implied that certain judges were complicit in allowing blackmail and treasonable comments to go unpunished and sought to discredit a lawful majority decision of the Supreme Court by glorifying dissenting opinions and implying corruptions. It wakasa can't see judges from the Supreme Court now. I want the show no so useful. Sano Omoye according to the lawyers of the New Patriotic Party associated with Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Now, even more disturbing was his comparison of a Ghanaian Supreme Court decision with an unrelated judgment from the US court, concluding that that's how we do it in a civilized society. Or say, judgment be a course with US. And on the total judgment, of course, was Supreme Court of Ghana. And also, US, the NHS, or many big. That's how we do it in a civilized society. Or see, this irresponsible statement implies that Ghana's judiciary is uncivilized and inferior. An assertion that is not only offensive, but deeply damaging to the public trust in our judicial system. In Nsem-Pii, a parasite so be tie na asema onfa Ghanaian judges enye. Na Ghanaian judges na onfa omonye hwe omo na wo se omonko tsena tie case endima na wonje 20 million Ghana cedis from Abronye DC for the sake say wo ka kire ne say oni nipa bi obetima ba betina o show mo reply. Now, Ghana's courts are the cornerstone of our democratic system, lawyers Nsem, undermining their authority through careless and politicized commentary, especially by a senior lawyer, is a conduct unbecoming of a member of the bar and a betrayal of professional responsibility. Yes, who can Ghana Bar Association? Enti won't mean Ghana Bar Association. Now one kasa maybe outina to bo eba park so to bo eba judges. I catch them so omoye uncivilized, but we insinuation say that is how we do it in a civilized society. We do not issue this statement lightly. Say however, as lawyers committed to the integrity of the legal system and principles of fairness, we cannot remain silent when one of our own uses his dual platform as a lawyer and journalist to malign others, promote biased narratives, and attack the very institutions that safeguard our democracy. It's a woo show now. Na viewers na nkasa and make your judgment based on evidence and arguments presented by both sides. Ujina ha na cast aspersions on judges or cast aspersions on individuals like Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Now we therefore give Mr. Yenin 7 days from the date of this statement to publicly retract his offensive, unethical, and unprofessional remarks. Demand that he cease using his platform to impugn the judiciary, malign Honorable Kennedy Agyapong under the guise of legal commentary, and warn that failure to do so will result in the following actions. In the 7 days, need do na one batch on the platform so ambe apologize to Honorable Kennedy Agyapong the Ghanaian judges are one a formal petition to the National Media Commission is for violation of journalistic ethics. It's the National Media Commission send a formal petition. Akoma omo se omo hwe Sampson Lardy ayineni evidence of videos or cassette efa Ghanaian judiciary so omo yon civilized. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, plutocracy, somebody like Abronye DC cannot come on my show. 2. A petition to the General Legal Council for misconduct and bringing the legal profession into disrepute. Into Omufri National Media Commissioner, normal court General Legal Council. Into Omo addressing both associations are joining the bar and Ghana Journalists Association. 3. A letter to Multimedia Group Limited calling on them to investigate and address the misuse of their platform for partisan and defamatory commentary. Enti o platform na what's show Joy News Multimedia Group a NDC platform and answer a news platform. Multimedia Group was so there you say most we are unbiased, we are fair. Enti o letter koma omo employers so omo hwehwe ensem no mo kan say enukura wom anase enukura. 4. A court action to compel the retraction of those unfounded and defamatory comments. Enti omo so be sue no. Say 20 million no pay for Abronye no. Omo so e de be bodon. Ye nim maybe 300 million no. Say 400 million no. So 50 million no because omo the end there or kafa Ghana judiciary and of kafa Ghanaian judges and of kafa Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. It won't go prove Nsem-Pii can say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong bonko for po di neska. Unko prove. Now we affirm that this is not an attempt to curtail the freedom of speech or media independence. Rather, it is a call for responsible speech, particularly from those who wield influences in shaping public discourse. As legal professionals committed to justice and truth, we will not sit idly, but while the courts, our clients, and our country are dragged through the mud by biased media actors abusing the trust of the public. Inti, almost among kasa to be no be intimate kasa on any platform. But what kasa fanyansa to hon nefa ejuma no hunyansa to hon. That's the code of ethics, the rules governing that of journalism for to hon, the rules governing that of the bar for to hon. Na omo protecting the audience against Nsem Pii are influencing the perceptions in people's mind. Signed by William Kusi Esquire, convener, concerned lawyers of the New Patriotic Party. The letter, what's wrong? Yafa Abronye legal case so with Sampson Lardy and so Nankofon who said the same individual and are two groups. Saying what is surprising, say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong the camp of Abronye Kranya issues recently. I tell you surprising, say Omuna addressing the same individual, Sampson Lardy. Ainini. We Nsem-Pii TV. What's a waha first? Be the first to know. Yenkuti Abronye ne Sampson Lardy issues na APP.
Sampson Lardy.
Okay. Maybe you know. Yeah, but we will be yes, I don't know the couple of Sampson there or Abronye qualification paying and I'm saying Until me there. Okay. What is non panel? Something ano. Uti. Sembi oha. Okay, me be the nana be corner show no.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Nana be ye. Substandard. Ye nana be. Nana be ye nu kwan so ba me. Oh yeah, NDC program. Do you are NDC program? But so yeah, what you say? You are the only imbecile in this country. You won't survive.
Abronye. So I sit here. So we'll say me my own cause. You say or you NDC. And on your imbecile.
And I'm saying, so bitten in news. So bitten in news fire. Now so say on the only host Ghana ha. Oye so imbecile obin kana sema.
The imbecile
ono na sema.
Abronye.
But make that sense. Make that imbecile. Me mako school chen. Me ye krachi ni chen. On fa ni CV mra me so mfa me CV. Mako school ni chen no. Mako bi chen no.
Kwa me pa cho be the CV no up to so.
On fa ni dia mra.
Enti be pa cho.
So krachi ni chen me me say my trot me di me CV aba. On fa ni CV mra. On fa ni CV me di aba. On show ni dia. Mon kan tell Sampson on show ni dia. Ati wuti wono na se wo ye NDC project ya na se wono ye ka hotufo pa metima ka the last person na dwen wo fam e wo Ghana
Abronye Ghana kada be person o ba be so pa be person o be ba be so pa
opomo a o mo ti console anim e wo Ghana host program opomo a o ma dwen wo fam e ye below akwa to cross me argue.
But then the point to the personality. Some more kinds of one factor platform.
I'm saying,
local radio stations. I don't know
on several as a simple argument to advocacy continue. How to move a simple application? Our courtroom kwa Sampson Lardy. Who do case kwa ma? What is our winning case that? What is that? What winning case?
So your lawyer be
what is that? Oh, winning case. Masa. Simple application. How to move application or court something. On your Anuntina only practice papa until a whole sad boy ultimatum only practice papa because they are combating Okroma only law only practice papa only case papa be Okroma nana me kwati say MPP for binum pana cho say onye nkrofo ya yu omadinu no onye wo ye lawyer be ya power cho say wo no ye power cho say ye pe o mo ya yo kiti ama sansa nyinin okwa to me say ontimi ya argument to court bisa all the lawyers o mo kwoma o mo ne sansena nyinin eye case to court and any legal reasoning incompetent legal reasoning o court damu no o pa fan time na court na se case bi ba na Sampson nyinin na gina ho na so ye argument you be surprised say onim who I am telling you, where I fat na me catch on me. There was one time now or ye case be war. Agyapong Doma man court. Not just reho. Much injunction kakakura not something. I find it difficult to move the application. And one more cases come and say the facts of Biakwatina need for over to program no. Yes, I know what sorry, no do case ya come wabadam. Habia na won pe o case ni ye. Ba yo pe lawyer man adi wasema. Me say na Agyapong badu court. Damu that day me wura ho nam say we chorot need for. So your lawyer ni. Awurade a fast evening cha 90 me.
All right, na kwa be pa cho Abronye CV no eto so.
What onim hwe omo tie no need for so your lawyer ni a. I mean, tell me the case come be the end of the day no mabomabu. I don't want to catch on conform the case ya come and you na mabu because okodru court the legal reasoning no. I am telling you, say first year student law faculty ebe reason achen Sampson Lardy because I mean news for no jai enye.
Okay, or the better so that for there. Okay, where the I'm Kwame. I also the CV no more test say adina.
What you say? O certificate say we sing it. Me say. opa o metena me nchen me matro challenge mikita LLM eboa ono so kita professional qualification from the Ghana School of Law on pay day me matro challenge on stay on abstain from the news far no pay independent host news far meneno everything about civil procedure and criminal procedure na lawyers in meneno interview news far ho me say pay independent host na mene Sampson Lardy kwatena news far ho na legal argument wo mama questions about civil procedure criminal procedure na yentenase na meneno opa o ma go about that way yenkoso matter challenge. Okay, I am saying say news far for no any multimedia for no wo pay independent host me say Sampson Lardy onye lawyer papa and any legal matter bia no mo de bato obedifiti me Antino multimedia for I'm calling
the multimedia grant
and I'm saying
Sampson
person who say nipa na o mafa na o fake onim hwe and I'm saying multimedia person who say akwa na o mafa no nim hwe they should look for independent host just for one day one Saturday pay
if you know any sama Abronye DC e dey amane Sampson Lardy